Oh, it's upside down. But this is the box. It features a little Supernova logo on this guy here. This is the standard box that Sensy... Ooh, that was satisfying. The standard box that Sensy sends out to people. I do like this. They give you some screwdrivers. I'm starting to get a little collection of these too since I have a bunch of Sensy stuff. We have a authentication card, which is... Dude, this thing's high quality. Like... This thing's made of metal. So pretty cool auth card here. I don't exactly know what this says. Maybe 1, 2, 3 or something. I'm not sure. But it's pretty thick too. I don't know if it's gonna. There we go. Pretty thick piece of metal here for the auth card. We have some 70A blocks. We have some 90. Is it 98? It says 98. Never. That's very specific. And then we also have some screws. The new camera angles are crispy. Thank you. Everyone's really enjoying the new upgrade I gave the stream. Hell yeah, dude. All right, and then we have the Sensy hard shell case. Pretty standard fare. This is standard Sensy in this case. I'm happy that we get this. I would consider this a bit more of a premium, 60% at the price point it's being sold at. Okay, yeah, let's see if the color they sent me is the one that I think I'm gonna get. Oh, it's in a cloth. Okay, let's open the cloth together. And then we'll go over the group buy page. It is nice. Dude, it's so pink. This is the ether color, I believe. I was really hoping that... I don't remember if I requested this color, but I did want this color to take a look at. Oh, dude, this is sick. Well, not ether. This looks cool. So this board has a lot of really, really interesting things going on. We have a ribbon cable on the inside. We have a giant, I'm guessing this is like PEI material on the inside too that's been stepped out. I believe the smoke had something similar. We have this beautiful, I think they're actually calling this a magenta. I mean, this is more pink to me. This is like a hot pink. I hope it stays this color. But like, look at this side profile, dude. Look at this thing. I wish okay, the black's a little tough to see. But you can still kind of see it. Maybe if I do it like this instead. This thing has, like when I saw this, and you guys had asked me all week, like what else am I like looking forward to? The side profile on this is super duper cool. So thank you for the PSA. I appreciate that hand. Thank you. We all know. And then we have the Supernova badge on the back, just some light engraving there. And then again, this is one of the choices for the weights, but look at this back too. Like the curves on this thing is just insane. And then we have the weight, and this is the part that I really, really like. So don't at me with how gravity, I don't know, but I love this because this is supposed to be like what, a supernova or something like that. And the gravity is bending around the badge. So it kind of looks like this warped. It's so cool. It's such a good little touch to this board. So good. I'm gonna be honest, visuals alone, I think this is one of the boards this year that has made me really happy. It's a good looking keyboard through and through. It's a 17.5 millimeter front height, last I remember reading. It's just a good looking board with some good little specs. Like, look at this, dude. Even just the way that the rear end kind of protrudes outwards past the front top piece here. It's so good. So good. Love this thing. This is great. Now they did send this out. The Unikeys actually sent this out. They coordinated this. So this is going to be sponsored because they did send this board out. As you guys know, with nothing that I do, I will always keep it a buck with you. I will never ever lie to you guys. I will make sure that we get all the information. We'll give this a deep dive for everything. So the weight is interesting because there's two versions of the weight. There is I think it's called milled PVD from stainless and a brass patina. So I guess now the best thing to do is we should probably just go over this group buy together because there's a lot to this group buy. It's kind of a lot. It says $300. That's incorrect because you do have to pick one of these two weights. I believe the one we have here is the milled PVD'd, and then picking one of the PCBs, I think it's the PCB that adds an extra 15 bucks. I can't figure out what's causing this other extra $15 here. Or maybe it's the plate, but the plates don't have assigned prices. Oh yeah, the plates do. As with usual, I don't know, I feel like this has been a common topic lately, and I understand it's kind of awkward with Shopify, but I do wish this was a bit more like intuitive. So you can get it in HHKB, WinKey, or WinKeyless. But we have Air R, which is orange and what looks like a polycarbonate top. This is really cool. This is really, really cool. Avum? Am I saying that right? Pink and silver. Dude, so happy we're seeing pink. This looks good too. Love this. This looks great. So this is going to be a, is this an anode? Yeah, anode pink, which is rare. I don't think we see a lot of anode pinks like this. And then we have aqua, the lamest color of all of them, because it's blue. In all honesty, though, the aqua is not that bad. It does match with Mizu very well. And then we have Komita. This is a cool green. I do feel like this green might be not everyone's cup of tea. I usually feel with greens, like these turquoise colors, they don't match as well to everything. So maybe this is probably the weakest color so far. Then we have Ether, which is the color that I have here. I actually really like this colorway. Still might be kind of tough to match with, but this is a really fun one. It's a, I mean, they're saying rose red, but then this says magenta. I don't know, a bunch of different things they're saying, but it's a hot pink with a black bottom. Love this. And then we have Ignis, which is a black top, and they're saying red, but it's like an orangey red bottom, it looks like. Pretty cool. And then we have Natura. This is a nicer green, in my humble opinion. Bit more of like a, not pastel, maybe more, I mean, they describe it very well. Pale green. And this is with a gold accent. It's pretty cool too. We have Terra. Beautiful. Terra's beautiful here. This is going to be champagne and brown. And then we have Orbis. Orbis is also very pretty, and I believe this one here is one of the only coated ones. But yeah, very, very pretty. And then we have the layouts, which we can go over. This is going to be offered in EC as well. So there's going to be a ton of different badge colors, which you can pick and customize your badge there. The specs. So it's a 17.5 mil front height, effective height of 22.5 with a 9-degree typing angle. 9's a little higher for some people, but I feel like 9's still very acceptable. And I think that's really all and then this is Sensy Labs, like, oh yeah, so it is just the seal. They have the smoke and the supernova, and then they're coming up with the Sentry. Interesting. And then in terms of when this product is going to fulfill, they're saying Q1 of 2027. That is a pretty quick fulfillment for this, I would personally say. And then there is going to be a few different ways you can build this with a Topper PCB, hot swap PCB, or a solder PCB. EC is going to be interesting for this. I feel like a few people might really enjoy the EC one. Probably a bit more to jump into. Oh, here we go. So this is going to be a fixed bottom row. Makes sense. It does look like is this the EC over here? Is EC get more than MX? I don't know. I'm confused by this. Let's just open it up and see what we have here. So we have the hot swap PCB. What is this material? I don't know. And then we have like a PEI thick plate. So these are thick plates. Oh, is it all thick plates? Dude, what is this material? I have no clue what this is. I wish they would label things so I know what's what here. Peak? This might be Peak, which I've never, ever, ever used before, by the way. Never used this. I am super curious. So these are all thick plates, it looks like. I don't think there's any standard plates. Ooh, this is kind of bendy too. I'm actually kind of curious about this. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious what Peak material is. Peak material. So it's a polyether ether ketone. It's a high-performance engineering thermoplastic known for its extreme strength, lightweight properties, and heat resistance. Resistance to harsh chemicals. Interesting. So it's a high tensile strength as well. So it is going to be a rigid one. And then we also have, I'm guessing, this is also very flexible. Holy crap. Let's see what this is. This is the black one. So this is ABS. Also curious to see what this would sound. I've never seen a thick ABS plate. So very curious on this one. And then this I'm less curious about. This I know it sounds like. Well, do we want Peak or do we want ABS? Alex, what are the benefits of thick plates? I don't necessarily think there's any benefits. It's more just a sound and feeling thing. I just have always been a big fan of when people include them because it does kind of give this bit more of a rigid typing experience without the need to like make the mounting rigid, as well as it kind of provides this like fuller sound signature in some cases. It's different. That's all I can say. It's just, it gives you a different typing feel / sound. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, actually. So here's the mid piece. So let's move this off. I'm, you know, for $395 to start, because this is technically a $395 model. This is really cool. It feels like, okay, we haven't actually seen how this thing sounds or types, but I would say like I'm getting the vibes of a super premium product right now. I'm liking it, so good on them. This side for these. I may have a smidge of a problem here today, guys. I don't know if someone else has looked at this board before me, but I think they shorted us on some screws here. I'm a little concerned I might not even be able to build this. Let me see if these other screws will fit. I may just have to go look in my cabinet for some screws. I don't know if this is just a reflection on this is a prototype and has been passed around, but yeah, I am missing a few here. There's nothing in the case, so there should be 8. I only have 3. I don't know what you guys, how we're going to say this reflects on the board, but it is an observation right now. Technically, we're short at some screws. I feel like these are for the top mount. These are probably for the case. All right, well, let's just continue to build for now. But there is also a 70A. Maybe this is a 58 or something. And a 98A. So there are some different hardnesses of our little gaskets over here. Very similar to the smoke. So let's put this in. So this should isolate the top mount pretty nicely. I think my only gripe with this is a lot of extra screws to unscrew when you want to change out the gaskets or these little cushions for the top mount. But it is a really cool feature though. I think I may have found one screw, which, you know what, will work for us because we can just screw in 4 corners. All right, I mean, that works. It's not ideal. I would still like for this to be completely sealed. Therefore, I can only do so much today with this, but at least we have something working at the moment. Small thing about the board. I really like everything about this so far. Unfortunately, they didn't send us enough screws. So, you know, we're going to just do what we can here with the screws that we're missing. It shouldn't impact the board at all, or at least in a degree that I could fathom. But there is 2 screws missing for the mid plate onto the top frame. As for keycaps, you guys want to do GMK Retro Wave? I took it out and everything. I had a feeling we were getting the pink, so you guys want to do Retro Wave? I can finally use it. Ah, dude, this is sick. What do you guys think? Love this. This turned out beyond my wildest dreams. I think this might be one of my favorite side profiles of the year. They crushed it with this. I just love the lines, like it gets thinner, then it extends outwards. Beautiful, just the way the light hits all this stuff. Small curve on the end over here. You have the little bit of this black accent peeking out of the front frame, so it's like shift it forward. Guys, this is a pretty case. And then we have the front of the case, which also has a curve on the front. So you get some visual interest over here as well. And then we have the weight. And what I love about this, which I mentioned earlier, is you have this like supernova black hole type thing that's distorting the weight as it goes around it, which I think was such a fun touch to do. So pretty. And they nailed it with the theme here, dude. Yeah, they did a great job with the milling over here for sure. Like, I just love how this kind of overlaps and gives that sense of distortion. On point. I don't even know if I'd go with the patina one. It is a bit of a premium. It's a $50 extra premium for the patina, but this looks so good as is. All right, let's see what this sounds like. We have the Sensy Supernova 60, Cherry MX2As, peak plate, no foam or anything. I don't even know if they're offering foam for this, but... So it does seem to be sensitive to cables as well. You gotta have to pick the... Yeah, now it's working. If you have something with a shroud on it, it does seem like maybe the cutout for the cable isn't the best. Very interesting sound. I do feel like this sounds a bit different than I would normally build with these switches too. Ooh. I mean, the typing feel is stiff. This is a top mount at the end of the day. I wouldn't expect this to be any softer than it is. I don't think there should be an expectation going into this keyboard that this is going to be a soft type, but it is very well isolated, and I will give it that. They did a really good job with making sure the top mount doesn't necessarily feel. So the only thing that I'm going to sit here and really criticize is I still don't like how this is not closing 100%, and I'd like for them to look into that a little bit more. I don't know if this truly affects anything at the end of the day when it comes to the board itself. Maybe there is supposed to be a smidge of a gap there, and that's kind of how it's supposed to sit, but it doesn't feel finished to me. Again, I also don't know how much my lack of screws for my midplate might be affecting this. I don't think it's affecting it in any sort of way for the bottom. I think that's separate. But no, it shouldn't affect anything for typing feel because this is screwed into the top frame. But I guess the only thing I'd like to see them address is what's going on with the bottom and top piece being a little bit separated. To a small degree, I think I would appreciate, you might need a specific cable for this. The USB-C is slightly inset there. And maybe just machining out the cavity for the USB-C would make more sense, right? Honestly, if you gave it to me like this, I think I could overlook the small thing on the bottom there. This is really nice. I really, really like this. I don't mind the price point, by the way, guys. $385, or let's just call it $395, because I think it was $395 with the plate. I don't mind the price point for this. This is a substantial keyboard. Getting 3 pieces. You know, it's a top, middle, and bottom, plus a weight, plus an accent piece on the bottom. Machining on this looks really cool too. Like, I don't think this is a super simple, like, you know, throw it under the machine, it takes an hour type thing, but this is really awesome. All right, guys, enjoy. Take care. Have a good night, guys. Get some rest. Love you guys. Thanks for being here as always. See you soon. Bye, everybody.